Montanans will soon have a new state park to explore. On Friday, the Montana State Parks Foundation approved Judith Landing State Park, located about 50 miles north of Lewistown. In tonight's Montana Ag Report, MTN's Kagan Harsha takes us on a tour of the property, once home to one of the largest ranches in all of Montana.
In a state known for its wide open spaces, there are still parts of Montana most of us have never seen.
It's a really beautiful, kind of magical place.
This 109-acre property tucked along the confluence of the Judith and Missouri rivers is one of them, soon to be home to Montana's newest state park.
It is one of the most untold stories of Montana history.
That story begins centuries ago. In the early 1700s, the Blackfeet Indians roamed this land, camping and hunting here. In 1805, Lewis and Clark camped nearby during their search for a route to the Pacific Ocean. And in 1854, one of the first ever dinosaur fossils to be found in North America was uncovered here, right around the same time the steamboats were chugging past on their way up the Missouri.
So at that point, the Missouri River widens out a little bit, and so it allows the cottonwoods to really establish there. So there was a lot of wood that the steamships could use.
And it's here in 1866 that the military established Camp Cook. The military post was the very first in what would become Montana, a community that would one day be known as Judith Landing.
That building is still there. We have one of the original post office buildings that's still there. It's a log structure.
You'll also find an old blacksmith shop and a warehouse once used to store commerce headed up the river. But this may perhaps be the creme de la creme of the property.
The Norris Ranch is actually still standing, the mansion, the homestead.
The 1901 ranch house of what would become the infamous PN Cattle Ranch.
And this was a very large ranch, one of the earliest ranches, large ranches in Montana.
PN stands for Powers and Norris. Those were the two ranchers that started the big ranch out there.
The ranch was known wide and far, an important piece of Montana's agriculture history.
All of the buildings have been boarded up.
Now the ranch is officially back in public hands, soon to become Montana's 56th state park.
There's very few state parks right in central Montana.
History preserved for all to enjoy here along the banks of the Missouri.
It's really the confluence of a lot of different threads of Montana history.
In central Montana, Kagan Harsha, MTN News.